My summer weekend binge drinking has begun again. Michael McLean, nobullbook.com, coming to you. Actually, I've been in this afternoon. I've been in the backyard reading a lot. We're renting a place in Naples in a gated community, and we have one of the best backyards I've ever seen. The lady we're renting this from, just amazing. There's nobody can build behind here because we have this large pond. I guess they call it lakes here, but that's not really a lake. Audie Lake is a lake where we are in Canada. But just sitting here every day, I sit by the pool. Every day I'm able to look out into these beautiful trees, and there's some kayakers back here that are fishing, but just peace and solitude. Most other people in a gated community have somebody else living in their backyard, but not here. This has been tremendous. We're heading back to Canada in 10 days, so we're really going to miss this place and this backyard, but we will be back because we bought a home here. I wanted to shoot today's video to answer a question that I get almost every day, faxed to me or emailed to my executive assistant, Leanne Brennan, and I'll take you inside the house to answer it. It's a question of why do I recommend, and as you know, I only play a doctor, okay? So this is my disclaimer. I only play a doctor on these daily videos. I'm not actually a medical doctor, so you don't have to listen to anything I say or believe anything I say. I only play a doctor in these daily videos. So with that said, I have been drinking a gallon of water every day of my life for, I would say, closing in on 3 years. And I got the idea from reading Tom Brady's book. When you win 7 Super Bowls and you still play, well into your 40s, then I'm interested in what you're doing health-wise. So when I read Brady's book, one of the chapters was on how he would and does. He drinks more than a gallon of water a day. I mean, he drinks a gallon to 2 gallons a day. But his personal philosophy is drinking as much water as we can as soon as we get up and in the morning hours, and never, ever, ever being dehydrated. I read it again when I read the incredible book, the great Andy Frisella, and Andy's book, 75 Hard. It's a great book if you haven't read it, but more importantly, to take the mental challenge, the mental toughness challenge. There's a badass who actually knows what he's talking about. He's actually won something in life. Myself as a former professional hockey coach, an amateur coach and team owner, 99.9% of these guys teaching mental toughness and excellence, they've never won fuck all in their lives. And you can tell by the way they teach. But Andy Frisella is a badass guy. He's another guy in 75 Hard. One of the rules you have to do for 75 straight days is you must drink 1 gallon of water per day. So if it's good enough for Andy and it's good enough for 7-time Super Bowl champion, badass quarterback Tom Brady, it's good enough for yours relentless. So as you know, I do not trust myself. I do not leave myself open to willpower. I do not leave it up to, white knuckling it, that kind of thing. So what I do is I set up my environment where I can almost not fail, where it's almost impossible for me to misbehave. That's the secret of being a badass millionaire, is build your world where it's almost impossible for you to misbehave. The structures, the rituals, the rules you have in your life are the most powerful, so that you just go from one tiny victory every day to the next. You get up, you pray, you write out your goals, you have all your stuff right there for your walk or your workout, you have your water ready, you have the one thing you're gonna write about, you have the one book you're gonna read, that kind of stuff. Controlling your environment so it's almost impossible for you to misbehave. So that's what I do, because I don't believe in willpower. I don't believe in using up my magic time in the morning. My magic time is the first 2 to 3 hours of the day. That's when you're most productive. I don't believe in wasting my deep work time, which is the 2 to 3 hours when I get up. So I have all these little things done the night before. So the secret to drinking a gallon, and I do it for 30 days and see what happens. Like, don't add, like, I'm just a pretend doctor. Don't listen to me. What I did is I did the 30-day challenge, which I do with anything. I said, okay, I'm going to drink a gallon of water for 7 days. And then I liked it. I did it for 14 days. And then I did it for 21 days. It's starting to become a habit. I'm enjoying it. It's no big deal. All the people who said I'm going to go to the washroom all the time, stay up all night, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Tom Brady doesn't stay up all night. Andy Frisella doesn't go to the washroom all night. It's all bullshit. It's all by people who can't accomplish anything. They're do-nothings, absolute do-nothings, pretend experts. There's people out there say, don't drink water, it's not good for you. So really, use this. Use this, people. Take a look, man, at who's already winning. Look at who's already won and is still winning and model those behaviors. So I did it 7, 14, 21, 30, 45 days it was a lifestyle, 90 days I'd anchored it right in, and I've been doing it for probably 3 years now. So I don't leave anything up to chance, as you know. So what I did, and I'm just going to flip this around here, is this is what I've never done this before either, is I'm going to switch this around. Actually, I don't know if I am going to switch it around, but I'm going to show you. So there is what it looks like on our island, okay? There's Emery's beautiful Happy Mother's Day card. My daughter is a gifted artist. That's her passion. Her passion is art and horses, and I only force her into sports so that she learns mental toughness, grit, teamwork, and daddy gets to coach her in sports that she does not care about. So, as you can see there, I've got this thing out which squeezes lemons. It's a rental, whoever owns this place. I found it when I came here the first day. The big butcher knife, which is a little extreme. My wife buys like 12 lemons a week, for, you know, sometimes, and a simple cup for my first 2 glasses of water. So what I do is I walk in here in the darkness, okay? I walk in here in the darkness, 6 a.m., and again, I'm not gonna trust myself. I'm not gonna be staggering around looking for a lemon. So as soon as I wake up, I say my prayer, and then I get up, splash some water on my face, I brush my teeth. All these things are lifestyle. Brushing your teeth, hopefully is lifestyle for you as well. And I head right out here into the kitchen, and I immediately squeeze a lemon, and then I put it in the cup. I put it in this cup, and I walk over to the filter. You can walk over the tap. Tap water's fine. There's no problem with tap water, whatever, but I walk over the filter. You want to filter it. And I fill up one of these, and I stand here for like, I don't know, 60 seconds in the dark, and I drink the whole thing down. Boom. This whole thing is gone of lemon water. And that's it for lemon water. I don't want any more lemon water after that. And then I refill this. This is a secret. This is an insider secret. Okay? Tom Brady. Fill it up again from this bad boy right here. This is, okay, the gallon jug. I got it, from Amazon. I hate spending money with those fuckers, but if you can find this anywhere else, it's a gallon jug. Buy it from somebody else. But if you have to buy it from them, you have to buy it from them. But this is awesome. Gallon jug, I fill it up from the tap. Tap water's fine by me. I don't use the pond at the back, but tap water's fine. And I take this second glass out of this thing. So now I'm working on my gallon water. So all day I'll fill this up on my desk wherever I am from the rest. So it's just out of here, out of here, out of here. I'm done this by 3:30, 4 o'clock at the latest, if I'm working, whatever I'm doing. So this gallon is gone at 4 o'clock. So I'm not up all night. I'm not using the bathroom all night and all that horse shit you hear from people that are 400 pounds and never did anything in their lives, nothing is right, and you know, water, whatever. Just they pay them no mind. So all day I'm drinking these cups out of that, and it's a habit. It's a lifestyle. It really is a habit and a lifestyle. But here's another secret, men. If I don't fill this up, I don't know how much I'm drinking, and if it does, what gets measured gets done, right? What gets measured gets done. So I fill one of these bad boys up before my walk in the morning, and then when I get back from my walk, it's sitting here once again, making it almost impossible for me to misbehave. That's the thing, right? Michael McLean rules. I don't want to use my willpower. I just start pouring this baby. So when I get back from my walk, one of the things I started doing, which really helps, is I have that second cup of glass of water ready. I don't want to drink 2 glasses of water before I walk 4 miles because I will have to stop on the way, and I don't want that. So for me, the one big glass and then gone. I go to the bathroom and then I'm gone. When I come back, I have a second glass. I chug the whole thing, and then the rest of the day I'm sipping water until the gallon's gone. At night, like I said, when I'm watching a show with Krista, or we're sitting by the fire, or I'll have a green tea to suppress my appetite. So I don't want to be eating. That's one of my rules. No eating after 7 p.m. The secret for that, to keep a guy like me off of pretzels, and so I can't misbehave. The secret for that is non-caffeine green tea, non-caffeine, so I don't stay up the whole night. And that suppresses appetite big time. So I have a little cup of tea. I like it. My wife does that. I didn't even know what it was. I used to drink water and coffee, and that's it. So I wrote down just some of the benefits that I've had since I started drinking a gallon of water 3 years ago. When I started my 7 days and then 14 days, I wasn't sure. Like I was like, I don't know if I want to be, like I used to drink a lot of water, but I used to have the odd Diet Coke. Soda, by the way, pop and soda, don't buy that shit. Do not bring that stuff in your house. Don't have it in the fridge in the garage. Don't have it anywhere accessible. Caffeine, aspartame, and white sugar, the 3 evils. Like, you don't need that. You don't need that stuff. Get it out of your house. And if you don't like the taste of water, lemon, lime, and there's unsweetened flavors, but drink water, 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 water. What I've noticed, okay, and this is my experience, it's not anybody else's experience. It's not Tom Brady's experience. It's yours, relentless experience. So number one, when I started drinking water, within, I would say, a day to 2 days, my fatigue, I no longer fatigued after lunch. In other words, after lunch, I used to be a zombie. I'd be like, oh my God, I need a nap, which I still do. I take a 20-minute nap, but that's not it. I don't feel like I don't have that lull, no more peaks and valleys. So drinking water for me has really, really helped reduce personal fatigue. So the other thing is losing weight. A big thing here, I hear Krista and Emery are home. So another thing is losing weight. That's okay, guys. So a second thing that I've noticed over the last 3 years is that it will help you big time lose weight. And the reason that drinking a gallon of water a day helps you lose weight is that it's the most natural appetite suppressor on earth. So if you're drinking water all day, you're making better choices for lunch. That was for me. I didn't end up having the big carb lunches. And you have smaller plate sizes because, excuse me, you just, it's an appetite suppressor. So you'll eat less, and also you won't have those cravings. You won't have the cravings for the carbs and the big lunch because you're constantly hydrating, but water is an appetite suppressor. So you're going to lose some weight. Headaches. I don't get headaches, but I know when my wife Chris has a headache, or I hear somebody say, oh, I've got a headache in the afternoon, I'm like, drink a glass of water. I learned that from a top athletic trainer and pro. He's like, drink a glass of water. Like, people, oh, my headache, I got a tension headache, drink a glass of water. Works every single time. Aches and pains. I used to get out of bed and I felt like, I played so many sports throughout my whole life, including hockey and tennis at the professional level, coaching pro hockey and playing those sports. It just takes a toll. And I used to have aches and pains that I just don't have them as much. My knees and my hips and my joints, they just feel better. And then when I did a bit of research after I was drinking a gallon of water a day, I realized that this is one of the things that drinking a gallon of water does, is it lubricates and hydrates, our tendons, our joints, and our muscles. So, get to Tom Brady 101. Skin complexion, like your complexion changes. It's like the heavy boozer who quits drinking and all of a sudden their skin changes, or the person who changes their diet and their skin changes for the better. Drinking water will clear your skin. It makes you look younger. It gets rid of wrinkles. It's get rid of fatigue. It just makes you look younger, and it makes you look much happier. And that's something I noticed. Productivity, your brain. I mean, your brain is a muscle, and drinking a gallon of water a day helps so much with your clarity. I wake up every morning in a fog. Like, I wake up in a fog, which is natural, and I get out there, I put on my running shoes, I put on my shirt, my walking shorts, my ball cap, and I'm ready to go. But I'm like in a fog. And then I start drinking that water, that first glass of lemon water, and all of a sudden, the fog is starting to clear. I'm starting to get really sharp mentally. And by the time I get into my walk, 15 minutes, you guys, you'll understand this if you walk and drink water, you're in second gear, and you're just really motoring, and you're getting sharper and sharper for when you're going to be reading and writing. So it's for your brain, drinking tons of water for brain clarity. Energy boost, that's automatic. Water equals energy. It speeds up your metabolism. I didn't know that. That goes back to, losing weight. You're going to lose weight in 30 days. You're going to lose weight in 60 days. You're going to lose weight in 90 days. And it's because water increases your metabolism. I didn't know that. I researched that after the fact. Reduces certain types of risks for cancer, which is good enough for me. That's a good enough reason right there. Bladder, colon, and liver cancer. Bladder, colon, and liver cancer. It reduces the toxins and poisons in those organs and a lot of other organs, and the toxins in your urine that have something to do with cancer. So whatever, detoxifies, good enough for me. So those are the things that you can benefit from, but why not test it for a day? Why not test it for 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days? And if you like it, 45 days, it'll be a lifestyle. So that's my experience with it. It's like brushing my teeth. I always say, when you make a habit a lifestyle and you make it a rule, like now, one of my personal rules is I drink a gallon of water a day. It's been that powerful for me. So I make it a rule so that it's 7 days a week, no days off. And I'm done drinking that big jug by 4 o'clock. I sip water the rest of the day, and I'm not up all night going to the bathroom or anything like that. I get it done early. I start drinking water. Those 2 glasses first thing in the morning are huge. One before my walk, one right after. So give it a try. I'm telling you right now, it's the best summer binge drinking you can do. I like I said in yesterday's video, I got sick for the first time on Sunday, which was a day ago, and day and a half ago. And it's the first time I've been sick since 2019. And one of the things is when I used to get sick, I get a cough or a cold or the flu, whatever, like everybody else. I'd be knocked on my butt. I'd be knocked on my butt for 5 to 7 days. Like, by the time I got it out of my head, by the time I got it out of my ears, by the time I got rid of the headaches and the aches and the pains, whatever the flu or whatever it was just brutal. So I woke up on Sunday and I wasn't feeling good. And then by Sunday night, I'd got it. It was like, man, I got a cough or a cold or a flu, whatever it is. But here's the thing. Because one of the things is, because I've been walking and because I'm outside here so much in Florida, and because I believe I'm like drinking a gallon of water, I'm standing here 48 hours later, and I would say I'm about 90% better. I have never, ever, ever recovered from a flu. I have never recovered from a cough I've never recovered from anything that didn't take 5, 6, 7, 14 days. I used to be, when I'm down, I'm down. And I just believe that hydration is a part of that. I don't have any proof, and I'm not saying that's the same for everybody, but I just feel like I don't feel like it got a hold of me like it used to. And maybe that's because I'm flushing out the toxins all the time, but I've also been I've been drinking 2 gallons of water the last 2 days. As soon as I felt a little bit ill on Sunday morning, I was drinking. I was binge drinking. And I was binge drinking on Monday, and I'm shooting this video on Tuesday. Today I'm almost at 2 gallons, like binge drinking. And I feel I'm getting better by the hour. And that's just my experience being sick right now. So that's the good news. So that's my binge drinking for the summer. I'm going to be a gallon a day guy. I'm going to keep this going. I've been doing it for a few years, but this has been very motivating for me that it's the first time since I've been doing it. Way back when I got sick in 2019, remember, I wasn't drinking a gallon of water a day. I was probably sick for 7 to 10 days. I was probably out of commission for a week. So this is just my first experience getting a cold, getting the flu. But actually, I've been drinking a gallon of water now for 2.5 years. And look at the difference now. It didn't grab me like by the throat like it used to. So do what you want with this. Like I said, this is my thing. This is what works for me. I make it a rule. And these are all the benefits that you can. Good enough for badass Tom Brady. Good enough for 75 hard Andy Frisella. Guys who actually know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to winning. Good enough for me. If you don't have a copy of my book, let's fix that mistake. NoBullBook.com. It's my 31 years as an in the trenches entrepreneur. It's my 22 years as a pro and amateur hockey coach. And it's all put together in 285 pages, 25 rules for you to start living life and doing business on your own terms. If you're interested in my world building program, applying to be part of the next one when I open my brotherhood, before you do anything, before you hit that button down below in the PS, listen to the men that have been in my program, okay? Listen to the badass top 1%ers. Their testimonials are below in the PS. Make sure you listen to those first, and then if it's your cup of whiskey, apply, and we'll talk later on the phone. That's it for today. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that can change yours. Be relentless.